Welcome to another unboxing video from theplayersaid.com. My name is Grant. Today I'm unboxing a very cool little game. This is called I think it's called a travel size game. Is that what they call it? Yeah, I think it's called a travel size game. And you can see, there's my hand. You can literally pick the box up in one hand. This is a game you're going to throw into your suitcase, your bag, overnight bag, when you're traveling to work. Very small footprint. You're going to throw this out on the hotel table and you're going to play it. The game plays in 15 to I think 45 minutes, depending on how it goes. And it is a very kind of a minimalist, a lot of die rolling style of solitaire game. Although this one, I believe, as opposed to the other two in the series, this one is a bit different, meaning it has a little more detail and a little more options to it. So this is Operation Dragoon. You can see Anvil is crossed out. The design is by Dan Forney, becoming a very, very good designer. I think he's always been a good designer, but he's becoming very, very good. The second D-Day, August 15th, 1944. This game is published by Worthington Publishing. This was on a Kickstarter, and it actually had 3 games in it. The first game was Drop Zone Southern France, which is a traditional hex encounter war game. The other game, and this was then the second, and they both are on the same topic, the paradrop landings before the Champagne landings in August of 1944 during World War II. The other game was Worthington's D-Day Solitaire, which is a book war game. And it was a very successful Kickstarter, and this one fulfilled a couple of months ago, maybe 6 weeks ago, and I'm just getting around to getting my copy and getting it unboxed. So let's go ahead and flip it over on the back. So you can see there, 1 player, 14 plus, victory within 30 minutes. I said 15 to 30 minutes, but it once again, it just depends on how your rolls go and how things work out for you. But the game, you're trying to take Marseille and Toulon, and those are pointed out on the board. I'll show you those here in a minute. There are small counters, and you are playing as the Allies, General Patch, commander of the U.S. 7th Army, against an autonomous German player, so the bot, and you're trying to smash the German 19th Army while simultaneously capturing the key fortress ports. They're shown on the board. So very cool little box. Let's go ahead and get it open. Not a lot of contents in it, as you would imagine, but it actually is kind of a big little game in a small box. That's what I would say. Comes with a rules pamphlet, 12 pages, and it looks like the back couple of pages at least. The back 3 pages are historical elements, and I would say that Dan Forney's father, I think Arthur Forney was his name, was attached to, I think it was a battalion of paradrop artillery, paratrooper artillery, and dropped in during this mission. I think that's why he wanted to do these so badly, and you can definitely feel the love for them. But introduction, pretty simple rules. Here's a look at the components. We'll look at the counters, the Germans and the Allies here. The Allies have 5 units. You just have markers that kind of represent a track. Sequence of play there. Resolving unit attacks, German movement. There are French Forces of the Interior, FFI. You do have some air support marker. There are German desperate defenses, movement phases shown, and then here is how to win. And it's all about victory points. 7 VP or less, the Germans win. 8 to 9 is a draw, and then 10 or more is an Allied victory. So it's one of those games where you try to best your previous score. So the next thing we see is the board. And as you can see, it comes folded up. It's a hard mounted map board. Great drawing on the back. There's that picture of the paratroopers as they walk down a dirt road. Very cool. But you lay that out. You may have to do a little bending, but it is very flexible. And there you have it. It lays flat. You might want to put a heavy box on it for a little bit just to keep it down. But you can see the board, once again, has a couple of different tracks. 1, 2, 3. This is a very long one. 4, and then there's this one, 5, and they appear to kind of converge. And then here's a 6th one that's very, very short. You have your actions printed on the board, which is nice. Playing those other two, it was very easy to play. You do have your turn track here. Although the turn track... Oh, it's the date in August. I was like, that's turn 15. No, this is August 15th, and it ends on August the 29th. So you have 8... You have 15 turns, basically. Yeah, there you go. That's the board, kind of superimposed on a USGS style map in the back slightly. You can see the mountains. My comment immediately would be everything's a little bit too small. And I thought in the other one they were a little bit bigger, but maybe they weren't. These need to be just a little bit bigger. They're just a little small. That's my opinion. All right, now that we've seen the map or the board, let's go ahead and get out the quarter sheet of counters. Once again, there's only a few counters. They are double-sided. Very nice looking counters. This one just says Operation Dragoon. It's kind of a, for lack of a better word, proof of purchase. You got a turn marker. You've got the Free French. This is a Worthington logo. That's really, I like that color. And then these are the five American counters that coincide with those tracks. They are pre-rounded, so you're not going to have to clip those. Very nice. And these are going to start arrive at Arliss from west. So you're going to put that on that, and then you're going to move along this track until you get to where you are wanting to get. And then these are the German ones. So Germans are going to be in positions like this. You're going to move up, and you're going to attack. They'll fall back. You'll move up and attack again. They'll attack you, and you'll move back. That's kind of the way the game is designed to work. There also is, there are two boards that come kind of like, think of these as player aids. And when I played these games, I would literally lay those out just like this. So I would keep the German bot actions here on the right within ready access. And then I would keep the player actions, the resource points, because what you do is you're going to roll your dice really as the first part of every turn. And you can see here it says turn 15, you're going to get 4 RPs, but it then says you must use 3 with units to invade, because there's some other things you can do. And then each turn thereafter, turn 16 to 22, you're going to roll a d6. So I rolled a 2. I would get 3 RPs. 2 to 4 is 3 RPs. Then when it gets to turn 23 to 29, you're going to roll a d6, and it's a little bit, well, it's the same thing, actually. Oh, that's weird. Oh, no, okay, 1 to 2, you're going to get 2 RPs. Yeah, so it becomes a little harder. So the momentum of the invasion kind of peters out. It's got how to win there, the VPs, how they are earned and lost, and then your score matrix. And then on the back is that beautiful art. Let's see what the Germans have. Kind of a picture of the Allied shipping as they are ported there. So yeah, there you have it. And then the cool thing about the box is it has a custom plastic insert. When you punch out all the counters, you're going to pour them into here. The die fits nicely in there. The board goes on top of that with the play aids, and all the contents are kept nice and organized there for you. So there you have it. I have very much enjoyed these travel size games. I know they have a bunch of these coming out. I believe they have at least 3 or 4 others, and they've done 2. They did, let me go over here and grab them just so you're aware if you're not aware of these. We've had at least a couple videos on the YouTube channel, and I did a written piece on Pacific War. But this is Pacific War 1942 Solitaire, and this is War of 1812 Solitaire. I think they have French and Indian War Solitaire. They have a Samurai Solitaire game, and I can't remember what the other one is, but they do have at least 3 others that are coming out. But there you have it. There's a look at a couple of Worthington's travel size games, along with the newest one, Operation Dragoon, designed by Dan Forney. So check these out if you like good, simple, easy to learn, easy to play, fast playing solitaire game, especially one that you can throw in your suitcase and play on the road. Thank you very much for watching. I've been Grant for the Player's Aid.